Good morning. You are the leaders of the brilliant new era coming in healthcare. I know you probably scoff when I say that because it doesn't feel like that right now. You might be frustrated and burnt out and have a lot going on. I'm here to help you take your place, you see. I'm Marinda Nelson. I am the founder of the Leadership Spiral. I am the founder of Spiral Coaching and Consulting, and I'm the founder of Light Leadership. An intro really quick to the tool that is the Spiral. And really what it is just an organization of kind of where to begin with this whole taking your place as a leader before you have followers. One of the guiding things that I heard over and over and over prior to taking my place as a leader was lead before you have followers. Lead before you have followers. Great. What the hell does that mean? The hell does that mean? You're like just trying to survive and not totally burn out. But you know that there's more, and you know that there's more possible. There's been such incredible technological advances that have happened in healthcare in the last many years, be it diagnostics or treatments, or there's been so many incredible things. Now it is time to bring in the individual, the human, the actual person. And it is time for you to become your authentic self and take your authentic place as the leader that you know deep in your gut, as much as you don't wanna, as much as it's scary, as much as there's resistance, you know it's your place to be. So the Leadership Spiral starts with this core internal you work. It starts with knowing just how much influence you have in your life. Taking the responsibility to say, I fulfill my desires. I bring the things that I want to have happen into my world, and releasing the blame that's so easy to put on people and systems, and to take that back. When you do that, and then you start to realize that systems and structures can support you. These are mindset upgrades that we go through. We help you get rid of where systems and structures seem constricting and actually let them be supportive. Then in that place, you can truly get rid of that fear of what will they think. You can truly begin to provide for and to protect you, the true you, and your expression, your values, your desires, your dreams, and begin to truly, like, you've done so much to make them come true. And this, once you get to that place, is a pivoting point of doing what you're supposed to. And you know you're here doing what you're supposed to, and then making your dreams come true. Making your dreams, not the dreams you're supposed to have, not the things that you're supposed to want, but what you actually desire. Bring that into being. Once we get through that core work, those core concepts, those core mindset upgrades, then you can start to go into leadership. Here's why it's so important to do those things first, though. I see people teach leadership, and it's this like really intentional, scripted, like heavy, stressful, I have to do all of these things, right? You don't want to do that. When you do this core work first, it gets to be fun. It gets to be natural. You're unifying and empowering your team to bring your dreams into being. Right? And that's what we want. Once you get through that initial core work, right? You're not going to truly and authentically be you. You're not going to clearly and confidently see and be able to wrap your head around what you want, what your dreams are, what your dream practice looks like. You're not going to feel confident about bringing it about unless some of this first stuff is done first, unless you feel safe to do so. And so it's in that core work that we get rid of burnout, we get rid of imposter syndrome, we get rid of what will they think, we get rid of blame and codependency and the constriction, and letting you truly do it from a place of, yes, I get to do this, right? This gets to be fun and fulfilling. So yes, we go through actual leadership. We go through having awareness for what's going on around you, leading by example and training your team, empowering them and encouraging them. Yes, I have that as two separate things. That is 100% two separate things. And then redirecting, right? When they get off course, when your team gets off course, when you start to feel a divide, redirecting, bringing it back together, unifying and empowering your team to come back together to build that practice you dream of. As crazy as it seems to you right now, then what happens is that practice gets to being prosperous. It gets to being profitable. Everybody's told you that you can't do it that way. They're lying. It's not true. You can do it that way. That crazy dream you have of what a practice could look like that you've not seen done anywhere else. So you kind of don't really trust you, and you kind of don't really believe it can happen, but it's still in there. It can. It can be fun. It can be profitable, right? And it can be really great for you using your skills, getting to help people, and you can be this incredible resource for your patients. Then what starts to happen is that people get pissed off. I was going to go to the fun stuff next, but really what happens along this path is that you're pissing people off. And they're telling you can't do it this way. And they're so stuck in how it's supposed to be, and they've squashed their dreams, that seeing you beginning to fulfill yours and protect yours and provide a space for it to be, and provide a space for you to practice the way that you want to practice, right? People are going to filter themselves out of your life, probably not so gracefully. You're going to have team members that you trusted that are going to exit because it's something new. You're going to have family members and friends start to filter themselves out because their relationship with you has now shifted. Okay? But that leaves space for your new people to come in. That transition time's hard. I'm not going to lie about it. But when you know that space is for the new to come in, it's like, okay, all right, yeah, I'm kind of lonely right now. Yeah, where the hell is all my staff right now? What the hell am I going to do? You know that's the space that the new can come in, and you re-clarify and you reset your intention and you re-get confident and you go back to that core work and it comes back around. Then what starts to happen is you start to see it happen, right? There's going to be some I don't know if I can do this, having to decide, right? You hear this in your leadership stuff. You hear this in your personal development stuff. This is where the magic happens, is holding on to, yes, I can do this. But then people start to notice. Then people start referring their friends. Then you start to notice that, oh, wait, my numbers this month are better than last month. What's happening? Oh, wait, we just became one of the top whatever in town. I didn't know. Right? People are referring to us. And then the people that were saying you were doing it wrong, the people that were trying to ostracize you, the people that were trying to push you to the outskirts, they start asking how you did it. How did you do that? And then this is when the expansive leadership component begins, and you come back to the core work because now you need to re-clarify. Are you publishing? Are you training? Are you teaching? Are you expanding? Are you bringing in another provider? Are you opening another clinic? Then what does this look like? Then getting rid of that level of imposter syndrome. Then letting that upgrade of your relationships happen. Then having that upgrade of your mindset happen. Right? And we do that again. here's what happens. It expands and expands and expands. And if we get all of you incredible providers that know that it's possible doing this way, we transform healthcare from the inside out. They won't see it coming. They're going to be telling us we're doing it wrong. There's going to be everybody and their brother telling us you can't do it this way. And then we're going to show them that you can. This brilliant new era is coming. And you are the ones to lead it. And I am here to make sure that you don't collapse under yourself doing it. It is this core work that people miss. And when you do that first, when you really spend your time there, that is the prerequisite. The core collection is the prerequisite to anything that you're going to do with me. And frankly, if you do that, you don't need anything else with me. You have all of the tools you need for all of this to become a natural cycle, a natural flow. Now, do I support you through the rest of that? Absolutely. I worked in healthcare for 20 years. I have been, I was an autoimmune patient when I was young. I was very ill when I was young, doctor's office every 2-3 weeks. My mental health, suicidal ideation moments have all come because I kept being told this is as good as it's going to get. You have these diagnoses, good luck. And I would think, hey, if this is as good as it's going to get, then I'm not going to be here. Like, I'm not doing this. But I knew if I stepped back and I did medicine the way that I liked to do medicine and looked at the individual, stepped back and looked at my chart as an individual chart. I went from an asthmatic kid not being able to walk a city block to climbing mountains in Colorado. Rash, eczema, gone. PCOS, thyroid, like all of these things that you're not supposed to ever be able to get rid of, fibromyalgia. Like I had so many diagnoses. Right? If I could have had that provider, my world would have changed back then. Now I did it for myself and I'm here for you. But you are that provider. There were providers along the way that saw things differently, that did things differently. You are that provider. You just see shit. It just makes sense to you. You're like, duh, part of your burnout and your frustration is, what the hell are you doing? This makes no sense. It just lines up for you in a different way. It's possible. It's so possible.